Level 60, a fistful of resolve. Professor Eric eyes you with a look of self-satisfaction. Ah, Zilly, dim though you are, I would swear you possess an innate ability to sense when you are needed, and on that note I have a task for you. The fellow brute, Wadogart, some matter or other weighs heavily on his mind of late. Knowing him, it can only pertain to Alamigo, but the stubborn oaf is determined to keep it pent up inside. Loath to trouble me with it, or some such nonsense, I shouldn't doubt. But you, my friend, you are as a sister to him. If there is a woman alive in whom he would be willing to confide, it is you. For the hopeless idiot's sake, I bid you go to Revenant's Toll and place yourself at his disposal. Behind the wall. They're always behind the wall. Or is he inside here? No, that's... can't go in there. Oh no, he's up the stairs. Okay. There we go. Good, that will be all for today. You have done well. I am pleased with your progress. You always say that, Master, but we're nowhere near where we want to be, not even close. Indeed, and besides, any progress we make, we owe wholly to you. Damn right, without your guidance, we'd be going nowhere fast. My guidance. Silly, I'm glad to see you. Things are well here, as you can see, but, Zinsa, Ochaka, you may go ahead. I would speak with Zilly. Those two grow stronger every day. Shadows darken their way no more. Their purpose is clear. Would that I could say the same of mine. You see, I have received an offer. The Resistance. They ask that I rejoin them, lead one of their units. I already took care of that nonsense. Once I would have jumped at the chance, but no more. No longer do I live for revenge. You and the Professor showed me that it is not the way. So I will turn down the offer. I would focus not on fighting, but rebuilding. But what is within my power? Beyond the battlefield, how can I serve my homeland? Forgive me, I should not trouble you with this. It is my answer to find. First, I will give the Resistance their answer. My thanks for listening, Zilly. He still agonizes over it. Aye, hardly the state of mind to be in for such an important meeting. Isn't there anything we can do? Not us two, his pride will not allow it, but you, he opened up to you just now, did he not? I dare say he will do so again. We're terribly sorry to impose, but could you please follow Master Wildegard, watch over him in our stead? I gotta pick between one or the other? Does it matter? We are in your debt, Zilly. He is bound for Little Alamigo, I believe. Gizelbert. You would bear witness to my resolve. Very well, sister. Witness me. Have you made up your mind, then? I have. Your offer does me great honor, but respect I must decline. My days of vengeance are over. I see, that is your decision, and I shan't press you further. Yet I would be lying were I to say I'm not disappointed. With your mastery of the fist, your contribution to our struggle would have been immeasurable. I am sorry. Do not be. Remember, fighting is not the only way to serve one's nation. We each of us must find our own path to walk. Our own path. There is a place I would be. I take my leave of you. It's plain you know Wiedergeld better than most. If you are indeed his friend, as I mark you to be, I needn't tell you to be there for him. Okay, where the hell did he go? Oh, he's just on the other side? Place I need to be. The other room. Upstairs of the other room. Okay, Witty. To find me here, you know me too well. The mark of the destroyer. People bore it here when the Empire came. The risk was great, but their faith was greater still. Alas, that faith is all but faded, wiped away from the motherland. The Garleans suffer not the divine. They allow us not even the solace of worship. By Rauger, I know now, that which I can do for Alamigo. All along, there was but one path. Let us return to Revenant's Toll. There I will tell all. So, yeah, Mordona was my home point for a long time, because all the Realm Reborn relics. So, like, out of habit, I just click on it. Thank you all for coming. I have found my calling and I would share it with you. I will go to Girabanya and there revive the Fist of Raugar. Well then, we're coming with you. We won't let you out of our sight, not until we've repaid the debt at any rate. Suffice to say, I too shall come. Lands of Girabanya harbor countless mysteries, and such knowledge as I possess will doubtless serve you in your endeavor. And you, sister, can I count on you as well? I'm with you all the way. Not feeling up to it. I am glad. Your presence gives me heart. The mission will not be easy, but I will not rest until I succeed, and the Fist of Raugar is returned to the land. This I swear. On that inspiring note, I shall go and make ready. And Witty, pray do not forget what we discussed. He will depart anon. Pray see to your preparations. The next month quest will be available from Witty upon reaching level 63. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Level 63, Return of the Monk. Indecision is writ plain on Wheaty's face. I can't pronounce that. You ready to depart, sister? Good, the professor has already left. He makes for a village called Alagana. There he will take the measure of the land. I would strike out soon as well, but one matter troubles me still. The creed for a new Fist of Raugar. With all due respect, master, but at this rate we'll never get to Girabanya. You are right, sometimes the answer cannot be forced. Mayhap it will come to me on the road. Very well, let us away. En route, I would make a stop. The place is called Schism. Monks once trained there, and revisiting the past, we may better walk the future. Now the Schism. Okay. Guess we want to catch them then. The Schism. As a child, I came to this place. We faced fearsome fiends that we might open our chakra. Returning here, I hoped there would be a spark, inspiration for a new creed, but it is not so simple. The Fist once taught that, through the pursuit of strength, one can approach the sublimity of Raugar. Teaching our forebears followed to their undoing. In the pursuit of strength they sought the power of rule, and by that power they were destroyed. Our creed must rise above that dark past, or it cannot light the way into the future. Nay, we must find a new path. Well, there's nothing like a journey for finding paths. Let's keep moving, Master. Something will come to mind before you know it. So I pray, Zinza. So I pray. But yes, let us continue on to the peaks, east to the village of Alagana. There, Professor Eric awaits us. Alagana. Alagana. When I return here, I remember the day the Temple of the Fist was raised. On that day I was training like all the days before, then without warning we were attacked. We, all of us, fought bravely, even little ones like me, desperate to protect our temple, our home. But it was all in vain. One after the other we fell, all the while the temple burned. Some few of us managed to flee, me with my closest brother, Audrey. We stumbled into this village, smoke billowing behind us, but when I looked around, Audrey was not there. I never saw him again. Forgive me, now is not the time for sorrowful recollection. Come, let us look for the professor. Go on then, join the bloody resistance. Add to the pile of corpses. That's the only difference you're gonna make. You're wrong, I'm gonna make a real difference. I'm gonna train hard and honor Raugar, and he'll grant me power. That power couldn't save the temple, our home. What makes you think it's going to save us now? Don't be a fool. No matter how strong you become, you'd still be one man against the might of the Empire. They might be beaten now, but they won't stay beaten forever. Mark my words. And you mark my words. My mind's made up. I'm not letting the bastard Imperials take from us again. You just take care of yourself, you hear? Souls crushed to submission, the fire in their hearts extinguished, to rekindle hope within such people. That must be the purpose of the new fist. Praise be, I have it, our new creed. Those who have had their homes stolen, their loved ones taken, naught is more desirous than strength, the strength to protect that which they hold dear. Well, well, I see you have found your answer, and rather more quickly than I had expected of someone who'd sooner strike rather than think with his head. With the Order's purpose thus established, we may consider the question of place. I regret to say, however, that the old temple grounds are currently occupied by the Resistance, and there is naught to indicate that they will vacate any time soon. Grounds hold symbolic meaning, a fitting stage for reviving the Fist, but ultimately the physical location matters not. For our mission lies in the spiritual realm, within people's hearts. There we will rekindle the faith, and all may know the solace of worship. That, as they say, is the spirit. Now then, I shall report on how matters stand in the region, but few Fist faithful remain, even accounting for those who practice in secret. Nor has there been any trace of the sect of Shadow, not since their misguided leader's downfall, save for those who came over to the light. It is safe to assume that his ambitions died with him. We have a long road ahead, that much is plain, but we will see our journey through, one step at a time, and first step begins here and now. Great, sir. What do we do exactly? We hold a demonstration, give the people tangible proof that the Fist is returned. Really, first impressions last, and you are the first among us. As such, I would entrust this task to you. You may leave it to me to round up the villagers. I shall cry up a veritable storm for the coming spectacle. Zinza, Ojaka, take the wooden dummy, set it up in the village outskirts, and Zilly, limber up and tell me when you are ready. Okay, because we'll go do it now. Not many came, far fewer than I had hoped, but no less of a show will we give them for it. Come, sister, your performance will mark the revival of the Fist of Rauger. Lead in with a true strike, follow on with a dragon kick, then finish it with a boot shine. True strike can be performed by first using form shift. Which one's true strike? I don't remember what they're all called. This dragon kick and that's boot shine. Okay. Targets and then you hit it and it disappears. Hey, ain't that the Fist of Rauger? I thought all the monks was gone. Good people of Alagana, I am Wiedegeld, proud son of Alamigo and brother of the Fist of Rauger. All I know the sad tale of your order, years ago the King of Ruin laid our temple to waste. Our faith was lost to the people. But without faith, it is people who are lost. For to lose faith is to lose hope, but we need hope now, in this bleak age, more than ever before. So I come before you today, and I beseech you, join me in reviving the Fist of Rauger. Let us restore hope to the land. You can't fool us, you just want soldiers, fodder for the front lines. You're no different from the accursed masks. Though it was in the past, our order was seduced by power, swore allegiance to the royal family. We monks were little more than tools of war. But that was the Fist of old. New Fist serves no king. It hungers not for glory. It thirsts not for blood. Nay, friends, it seeks only to protect that which we hold dear. Protect. Rauger is the destroyer. As his disciples, there is but one thing we ought to destroy, our own weakness. Therein lies the strength to protect. Therein lies hope. I will not lie. I am no great warrior. My forebears would put me to shame, but I am not alone. Nay, I have stout comrades beside me who are no less dedicated to the cause. My foremost pupils, Zinza and Ochaka. And Zilly, whose sublime skills you just witnessed. Please say a word to the people. Join us, let us begin anew. Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for pain? Our sister monk jests. Rest assured, she is a gentle soul. To bring you hope, we will give our all, every ounce of our being. This we solemnly swear. Any predictions? One prediction. Pain. My thanks, your performance paved the way for my words. All present lent their ears, no few opened their hearts. Already villagers have come, seeking to learn the new fist, a fine first showing. Our forebears will doubtless be pleased. By restoring the fist, we honor their memory. I shall commence the villagers' training at once, initiate them into the fundamentals of the faith. When that is over, we may continue our mission. Till then, pray see to honing your own skills. Ere long, they will be called upon again. Frostfish training, level 65. Whitey has a plan for expansion. You look well, sister, stronger than when we last spoke. Our membership too grows stronger. Word spread after the speech. Others have come to learn, but it is too soon to be satisfied. I would welcome more to the faith, but there are villagers still who doubt us, our authenticity, and our purpose. To convince them, I would demonstrate our techniques in real combat by way of cross-discipline match. For our opponents, I have the pugilist of Ul'dah in mind, assuming they are willing. You are well known in the Pugilist Guild. If you ask, they will surely listen. Will you speak with them on our behalf? You have my thanks. Go well, and my regards to Master Hamon. Hamon. Like doing a class quest. Come on. Oh, if it isn't a familiar face, and one I'm rather fond of. Chuchuto, Rurukata, we have an esteemed guest. Silly gods, how long has it been? Well, it seems I picked a good time to take a break from my wanderings. It's good to see you again. At about 30 levels or so. That it is. Now then, what brings you here, lass? Cross-discipline match. Why, that sounds exciting, don't you agree, Master? Kiribanya so far, as well be the other side of the world. Mostly sinewy Highlanders and male ones at that. Oh, that's rich coming from a sinewy Highlander and a wrinkled old one at that. I, for one, would welcome the challenge. I was growing weary of pummeling Chuchuto senseless. Says the one on a losing streak. But of course we'll go. After all you've done for us, it's the least we could do. The sooner the better, I take it, and there's no time like the present. We'll head out at once. Hurry up and pack your things. We're going to Girabanya. You go on ahead, lass, and let young Wiedegaard know to expect us. It's on, like, an Alamegan month. Back to Alagana. The pugilists are on their way. Rauger be praised. There's much to do. I will make the match known to the villagers. Zinsa, Ochaka, be on hand to receive our guest. And you, Zilly, Schism, that is to be the venue. Pray take yourself there and prepare. Fine going, but if you're doing some kind of event, wouldn't you want to do it a place where it's easier for actual people to go? Guy's doing Burning Man. Ism. Yeah, no, we'll take care of that. Just don't know if we'll have time to get to it today. Depends on how long these next two will take. You are here. Good. The people of Alagana expect a quality match. Let us not disappoint them. Soon the girls will arrive with the pugilist. I also told the professor, but he will not attend. Science before savagery, he says. Ah! Seven Hells, what are you? Zinsa, Ochika, they are in trouble. The voices came from the river. With me. Gotta punch it hard enough, that's all. My techniques, they have no effect. Ha ha ha. Well, well, we thought we knew every ilm of your style, but you, adventurer, you are not like the others. You dress like the Griffin. You are the Griffin, the wretch who led countless soldiers to their doom, good men and women with lives ahead of them. But you are supposed to be dead. The wretch who died was but a double, and a good riddance, too, for he presumed to have ambitions of his own. I am the true Griffin, and my true name is Theobald, Theodoric's heir and rightful king of Alamigo. Theodoric's heir, king of Alamigo? Aye, and in my royal duty I have come to deliver a warning. Such cults as propagate false beliefs will not be suffered under my reign. Cease any foolish notion of reviving the fist of Rauger. Swear fealty unto me, or you will meet the same end as your treacherous forebears. Aye, as Theodoric's line is spent, and rightful or no, none would bow before you. The people will not suffer another tyrant. You wound me, Whittlegeld, or should I say, Theodred, dear cousin. What? Ha ha ha, all this time and you didn't know neither who you are nor what became of your parents. This ignorance cannot be borne. Nay, we must rectify it at once. You see your father and mother, they conspired to betray the royal house. For their crimes his grace, my father, put them to death. And though your parents were the dimmest of traitors, they had wits enough to know when the game was over, so they sent their precious Theodred, then but a bawling babe, to be raised in safety at the Temple of the Fist. Then my father tended to that squalid little place soon enough. You dare mock my parents and my home? Who you claim to be, I care not. I will make you pay. If you learn nothing, your techniques are useless against us. If your defeat suffices not to convince you, look to the proof of your beloved temple's destruction. Listen well, Alamigo needs a strong ruler, an absolute ruler, to smite her enemies and restore her to glory. That ruler is me. Your feeble fist has no place in her future. They haven't decided on any form of government yet, have they? I'm here for you, Witty. It is not good time for the match. With apologies to Master Haman, I must call it off. Sinsa, Ochika, pray return to Alagana and rest. Shall remain behind to receive our guest. Wait with me. Ooh, sorry for the delay, my friends. Having been here once before, I had thought I had a handle on the route, but 'twas the route that had a handle on me. Woo-hoo-hoo. Is something the matter? Aye, harsh truths have been thrust before me, calling my very existence into question. As I am no fit opponent for you and yours. Forgive me, Master Haman. Far as you have come, it pains me to say this, but I must call off our match. Well, that you don't do so lightly is plain to see. Whatever has happened must be serious indeed. For now, my boy, you'd best focus on yourself. There'll be another time to trade blows. Come, you two, we're going home. Already? We've barely gotten here, and by the scenic route besides. Let me rest a moment, will you? Oh, don't be such a milksop. With all your roaming, surely this distance is nothing to you. And Wiedelgeld. To make it clear, we're merely postponing the match. Whatever it is that ails you now, I have faith that you'll bounce back, ready to match me blow for blow. Master Haman is a soul of kindness. I have nothing but gratitude. Let us return to Alagana. I must look in on Densa and Ochika. Meanwhile, please find Professor Eric. Tell him all that has come to pass. Alright, we gotta go to Alagana. Quicker to do this. Eric. What? Let me paraphrase. You are telling me that Wiedergeld, or our Wiedergeld, the lumbering slab, is in fact Theodred, nephew to Theodoric, the king of Ruin? And that this man who claims to be the Griffin, presumed dead, also claims to be Theobald, Theodoric's rightful heir, also presumed dead? By the gods, not even a drink-addled bard could make this up. Outlandish details aside, I have an inkling as to the identity of those who set upon you. They are the selfsame crew that raised the Temple of the Fist, the Corpse Brigade. Trained in counter-monk combat, they served the King of the Ruin as his personal guard, though personal agents of destruction would be more accurate. But when their liege fell, they followed in their turn, becoming overqualified bandits. Even so, it appears they have not entirely forgotten their training. That would explain why, for all their mastery of the fist, Wiedergeld and the girls had no answer to them. That you could hold your own, I believe, is due to your pugilistic background. At any rate, now is the time to arm ourselves with knowledge. First of all, I shall look into Theobald's myriad claims. As for you, I suggest that you check on your friend. Knowing the oath, he will be confused and crestfallen to no end. Ah, it is you. I have known defeat, tasted my fair share, but not like this. I was helpless as a babe. The strength to protect, I proclaimed, but I could not even protect my own. After all my years of training, all useless. What have I to offer the people? And to think the Mad King is my uncle. I am a nephew of a man who murdered my parents, who destroyed our temple, who brought our nation to ruin. Forgive me, sister, I would be alone. Level 68, Choices and Paths. Wiedergeld remains in the depths of despair. It's you again. My new pupils, they have lost faith in me, and so I have lost them. But perhaps it is just as well, for I am unfit to teach. I am the Mad King's kin. It would be an affront. Forgive me, I should not burden you, but to you, I feel I can speak my heart, reveal things I would not to others, not even my closest disciples, speaking of whom. Zinsa and Ochaka, their bodies may have healed, but their pride will yet be raw. They would be heartened for your visit. Ah, how good of you to come and see us. Zinta and I are well now, never you fear. It is Master Wiedergeld that worries us. He will not soon recover from the emotional blow. Given all that's happened, you can hardly blame him. We were supposed to support Master, but in the end we were just dead weight. Lessons have been suspended since the incident, not that it matters, though. The villagers have ceased attending, and it is a big setback to our mission, but the biggest setback of all is Master's melancholy. Professor Eric would know what to do, I'd wager. Let's go and consult him, but I don't want to leave Master by himself. Nor do I. Zilly, might we trouble you to find the professor and bring him back? I believe he took his investigation to the man named Theobald to the resistance at Rauga's Reach. By Rauga. So far, this line's pretty quick. Still a couple more to go, so we'll see. Oh, we ended up going there like... I see it. Now, Zilly, you come at a good time. I just finished inquiring after our friend, His Aspiring Majesty Theobald, and you are doubtless eager to hear my findings, ahem? By all accounts, 'twas but recently that the man surfaced. None can quite say whence he came, but no sooner did he appear than he declared himself Theodoric's heir and proceeded to recruit people to his cause. But the prevailing sentiment around the fellow is one of uncertainty. It should come as no surprise, but folk are not exactly keen on the Griffin's return. Lest we forget, few have fond memories of the King of Ruin's reign, nor do they have any reason to love his heir. That is all. Now then, what brings you here? Still sulking into his cyclist, you say. Utterly hopeless. Very well, I shall go and slap some sense into the fool. Come. Come on, little girl. Snap out of it, Witty. Wittergeld, thrashing though it was, how long will you let a single defeat keep you down? As I hear it, you've been neglecting your training. Haven't so much as lifted a finger. You would let all that muscle go to fat? Defeat is painful, this is true, but I am no stranger to its sting. In time the sensation fades, but this is no mere sensation, it is my very existence. The man who destroyed the Fist of Rauger, his blood courses through my veins. That I should seek to revive the order is an affront to the dead. I have not the right. So that is the way of it. I will tell you a story. I once had a son. In many ways he took after me, and 'twas my hope that he would one day follow in my footsteps. The boy had grander dreams. Wanting to change the world, he took off and joined the resistance, and then he died. His unit was hopelessly surrounded by Imperial forces. In order to save his comrades, he swept up a sack of explosives but the details are irrelevant. For long years I lived with the regret. If only my son had walked the path of science, I lamented, he might still be here. But eventually I came to a realization. It was his choice to make, and make it he did. He chose to be a soldier and died a hero, and acknowledging this, I was able to attain a semblance of peace. We are defined not by our blood, Whittlegeld, but by our choices. So your uncle is the Mad King? What of it? You are not him. You are you, by whatever name, and there is no limit to what path you may walk. That path may be fraught with hardship, but you mustn't give up. Hold the soldiers of the resistance. Even after their great victory, they continue their vigil, ever ready to render up their lives for their cause. These men and women bear a great burden, one beneath which they could buckle at any moment, yet they stand firm to the very last. I used to wonder, why do they not give up? My son taught me the answer. They believe that the moment you give up on something is the moment you lose it. When first we met, you were hell-bent on retribution. Mule-headed though you were, you came to see the folly of your path. But there comes a time when a man must fight. For you, that time is now. So find your inner mule, Whittlegeld, and fight. Fight for that which you believe in. You are right, Professor. I see now what is truly important. Theobald desires absolute rule. If he has his way, the people will suffer. This cannot be borne. It flies in the face of the new fist. I would restore hope to the people, but to do this I must transcend him. I will become stronger, and I will protect that which I hold dear. Oh, glad I am to hear it. Suffice it to say, I shall aid in whatever way I can. Something else has been bothering me, Professor. About Theobald. His polearm techniques are distinct. I have seen them before, but when? Where? It was a long time ago when the Temple of the Fist still stood. Gasp. No, it couldn't be. Couldn't possibly be. Adri? Who is this Adri? A brother at the Temple of the Fist, and the closest thing I had to family. I had thought him dead, slain when the temple was raised. But now you believe that he may still be alive, and is one who seeks to prevent your reviving the Fist of Rauger? Let us confront him and uncover the truth. If it comes to it, could you strike him down? Let us confront him and uncover the truth. I looked upon Adri as a true brother. I do not wish for us to fight. But neither can I yield in my purpose. I seek to restore hope to the people. Adri seeks to deprive them of it. If we must stand opposed, then I stand ready to strike him down. But remember, Adri is not alone. He has rallied the Corpse Brigade to his cause, and against him the Fist of Rauger is ineffectual. How do you intend to overcome this disadvantage? If our fighting style will not serve, we will master another, one that is free and unshackled by form. Silly, I would ask a favor of you. All you learned as a pugilist, we would learn also. Will you teach us? Reckon you can keep up? It's going to be tough. Give us your word, sister. We will take it all in our stride. If you are ready, I would begin at once. Let us train at Gir Kahim, as the monks of old once did. I shall summon the girls. Pray meet us there. It would seem that the storm has blown over. With that I shall return to Uldad, attend to the task of mine own. I trust you will see to the rest here. That's a big mountain, isn't it? I can't just get around that. So we're going back to Castamorians. Here, him. Bless you. Iravana. Like an eagle. Theobald leads the Corpse Brigade. Soldiers trained to suppress the Fist of Rauger. Against them, our style is ineffective. If we are to triumph, we must broaden our horizons, and Zilly will help us. Alright, let's do it. I shall give it my all. You well know how we fight. Our strengths and our weaknesses tell us what we must improve from the eyes of a pugilist. What do they need to improve? Speed, endurance, strength? I don't know. I see above all a pugilist is swift. For each blow he receives, he delivers a dozen. Denso, Chaka. Our combinations must be seamless. 10,000 boot shines. But this is how you trained. It is eye-opening. But it is not enough. We must learn more. We cannot defeat the enemy. Please, Zilly, teach us more. Endurance. I see, besides a pugilist, we want for endurance. No number of blows must stop us. Then so, Chaco endurance must be unyielding. Steel peak 10,000 times. Need a montage. Such brutal training. Small wonder you are strong. But we are not finished yet. Again. Drink. See, besides the pugilist we want for power, every blow must be telling. Then so, Chaka, our strikes must be harder than stone. Arm of the destroyer for 10 hours. So this is how you trained. It is eye-opening. Pray forgive me my interruption. My name is Heverald, and I am come to Professor Eric's behest. Professor, has something happened? Nothing untoward, I assure you. He has made a momentous discovery pertaining to the man called Theobald. Truly, we must go to him at once. I beg your pardons, but the professor bade me bring Mistress Zilly alone. He believes that you and the lady should focus upon your training first and foremost. Suppose he is right. Very well. Sounds like a trap. Go on, sister. You have taught us all we need to know. All that remains is to practice. Make it second nature. My thanks for your understanding. Then without further ado, please follow me. East End. East Enders. to jump me. You are all. Duty calls. Commence battle for choices and paths. If you are above the maximum allowed level, be synced as follows. Level 70. Proceed. We ready? Not far now. The professor awaits beyond. Hehehehe. I can't believe you fell for it. But to be fair, I spoke no lies. The professor did call for you. Help me, Zilly, he said. Ah ha ha ha. Like the exasperated look. Hey, come on, guys. Murder in time. Spawning. Whatever that was, it really hurt. Because the damn tree is in the way. Stubborn bastard, we'll just have to try something different. Surrender now or he's a dead man. Can't even finish a fight you started. Cravens, the whole lot of you. Call me what you will, but no one stands between the king and his throne. You were slow to return, so we followed. It was right that we did. Think Rauger, we were not too late. You, how the hells did you get past the sentries? We trampled right over them, how else? Damn it, your ilk was supposed to be easy pickings. The day's yours, but it isn't over, mark my words. My thanks. I was on my way back from Ul'dah when they set upon me, and none too gently, the bloody brutes. I am sorry, Professor. It is my fault you were put in danger because of me. When you learned anything, you dolt, I am part of this because of my own volition. For better or worse, I alone bear responsibility for my actions. At any rate, I have done what I needed to do, and you may resume training safe in that knowledge. Begging your pardons, but may I suggest we leave this place? The enemies may still be lurking nearby. The wisest thing said all day. Come, let us return to Alagana. Alagana. Gana. Yeah, it was just like a lot of them, that's all. I got hit by something and it really started to waylay my health. I thank you again for your teachings. Owing to them, we could save the professor. He sustained some injuries, but for a blessing they are minor. The village healer tends to him. When he has recovered, I mean to challenge Theobald. For that day, I will train hard. I will put an end to his tyrannical ambitions. Witness me. Level 68. Choices and paths. Complete. Level 70. The power to protect. Wildergirl's jaw is set in a look of resolve. Brotherhood. Ooh, that's good. Professor is well again. The time has come. I will issue Theobald my challenge. He and his minions use Rust Rock as their hideout, but who should bear the letter there? Who should deliver the letter of challenge? I will go. You should go. You are right. It is fitting that I go. Master, wait. If you deliver the letter, it will most certainly end in blood. Zilly, you should go. They can make me go anyways. Without a hostage, they can't pull no dirty tricks. They wouldn't dare try Zilly again. Very well, I entrust this letter to you. Take it to Rust Rock and see it to Theobald's hands. Yeah, can't get out of gophering, running errands. What the hell is Rust Rock? Okay, that's not far. No, you know what? We need a bird. Rust Rock. I think that's where we destroyed the golems in the Black Mage quest, huh? Alright. Or was it something in the Summoner quest? I do not recall. Yeah, it was like down there. We needed something down there for something. It might have been a Red Mage quest. That would make more sense. I don't recall. Ah, I remember you, friends of the pathetic monks. You are bold to come here. What do you want? A letter of challenge. A dated practice befitting a dying style and a lot of effort simply to lose. I accept. Indeed, I anticipated that I would have to deal with a stubborn fool another beating. I will be at Schism, and you may well tell Wildegald, nay, my dear cousin Theodred, that he would do well to bring a coffin. Okay, on the Schism. Come on, Tunberry. I remember when I first walked into Girabanya. Got a fishing quest here. Crafting quests were a lot better in this expansion. I think they do away with them in Shadowbringers, right? It's like a whole different thing you do. No spoilers. Duty calls. Commence battle for the power to protect. Level sync is in effect. Level 70. The letter is delivered. My thanks. I have invited the people of Alagana. They too shall bear witness. The fight is to be single combat, but my opponent scruples at naught. Well do we know this, and so we must be prepared for anything. But whatever should happen, I am confident we will prevail, for as I trained, I awakened to a new power, the power to protect. The power of friendship. Really? A crowd? Well, if you're determined to make a spectacle of your demise, who am I to stop you? Let all present witness the death of the Fist of Ralgar. Hear me, people of Alamigo. A feeble faith such as this charlatan peddles will avail you naught. Only a strong and absolute ruler can save you. Only I can save you. Those words may as well come from the Empire. The people need not another tyrant. Nay, what they need is hope. And hope they may yet have. Hope everlasting in their hearts, that none can take away. So I beg you, brother, give up your aspirations for the throne. Join me in reviving the Fist of Ralgar, as is your right. The time for deception is past, but one man I know wields the lance as you do, so take off this mask and what mask that you wear. The mask of a dead prince, and show me your face, Adri, my brother. Ha ha ha. Adri, long has it been since I last heard that name. I had always thought you dim-witted, but it seems your memory still serves you well, at least. Everybody thinks he's stupid, doesn't he? Like, I mean, Eric's just like, he's just kind of an ass, but like, everybody really does think he's just kind of a dumbass. Why do you so desire our destruction, so much so that you fool even yourself? Like you, I was an orphan. The temple was the only home I knew. That home was taken from me, laid to waste at Theodoric's command. The monks, hailed as the realm's greatest warriors, could not withstand the Mad King's might. It was then that I knew that blood counts for more than all else. All the training we undergo to hone flesh and mind, none of it is worth a spit in the face of absolute power, and those who are born without it, those like me, will ever be made to suffer. Yet you had it all from the beginning, born into the royal family, with the blood of kings coursing through your veins. You had the power to lead and to rule, but you still turned your back on our nation's liberation, and for what? For the sake of a fist that couldn't protect itself? I was nobody, just one of the Griffin's lowly doubles. But if you will not rise up for our nation, then I will. And you have no right to stop me, you who have forfeited your own birthright. Hear me, brother, our blood defines not who we are. The path we walk is ours to choose, and I have chosen not to destroy, but to protect. Hollow words from someone born to power. You will never understand what it means to be weak. Never. I am Wider Gelt, a brother of the Fist of Ralgar. That is who I am. No more, no less. I live to revive the Fist of Ralgar, and by my fist I will prove it to you. Coward. Agitate. Well now, the professor said there'd be a spectacle, but I certainly won't say no to some action. Been itching for it since our match was cancelled. Enough, Adri. Our goals are the same, our methods but differ. Together we can achieve much. We can restore our order. Adri is dead. I am Theobald, Theodoric's true heir and rightful king of Alamigo, and by your death I shall claim my throne. To resort to the tools of our oppression, he will stop at naught for power. It is a twisted existence. We must straighten him out. Frame rate's dropping. Come, my friends, we fight for hope. So we try and take the thing out first. Alright. That was fun. Like punching stuff. Adri, when next we fight, let it be as brothers, let it be face to face. I am weak, too weak to bear the fist of Ralgar alone, yet come what may, I will not give up. Each time I fall, I will pick myself up. From my heart I ask you this, will you not join me, help me build a new fist, one that knows not highborn or low, that discerns not shadow or light, a fist of Ralgar where all may belong. Your fiery zeal kindles hope within people's hearts, and doubt not, but that many will come to you seeking strength, the strength to protect that which they hold dear, and by their own hands. Now then, let us return to Alagana. There is still much to do, not the least of all thanking our pugilist friends for their most timely arrival. Come on. It was a fine speech, spoken from the heart, lacked polish to be sure, but that'll come with age and experience. And as good a drubbing as we gave them, the Corpse Brigade will be laying low for a while. As will I think. At my age, a moment of fun costs a week of soreness. You must admit, though, every so often it's good to hurl yourself into a real battle. A real battle? I don't know about you, but I scarcely broke a sweat. Oh, then I suppose I was simply imagining all your huffing and puffing. Oh ho ho, well, sad though it is to part, it's past time we headed home, but I hope to continue this fine exchange with our friend monks, Zinsa and Ochaka especially. Young and lithe as they are, I believe they harbor much pugilistic potential. It'd be my pleasure to personally help them explore it. Hehehe. Gods, could you make it any more obvious? Next time, take care, Zilly, and thanks for showing these old bones a good time. With your help, we have managed to weather another storm. I dare say we've all earned a moment's respite. You know, I can't help but feel that Master is too nice sometimes. After all that Theobald or Aldry fellow did to him, he goes and begs the villagers to tend his wounds. So complete is his dedication to reviving the Fist of Ralgar, he wastes no energy on such things as anger and retribution. Right, and at any rate, there's nothing standing in our way for now. We're free to get on with our mission. That we are, and what we've begun in Alagana, we shall continue in all corners of Girabanya, never resting until the Fist of Ralgar thrives throughout the realm once more. I'd say Master has his work cut out for him. He's going to need all the support we can muster. So let us ever strive to grow stronger, the better to provide that support. After all, it wouldn't do to always rely on Zilly. Damn right, so what are we waiting for? Let's go and train. Well, what? But we've only just... pray excuse us. Thank you, from the bottom of our hearts, for everything. Witnessing your furious struggle, I could not help but wish that I, too, could contribute with my fist. My son, I suspect, felt the same way when he chose to join the Resistance. As he walked his own path, so too must I. As a man of science, it is my duty to pursue truth immutable, that the knowledge may one day benefit future generations. I did my small part for Widogard's cause, but know that it was mostly you, my friend, who helped him to forge ahead in the face of adversity, who picked him up when fate cast him down. And for that I am grateful. You possess a noble heart, and it more than makes up for your lackluster mind. Sir, I am a scholar as well. With that I shall head back to Old Eyes. Fine a distraction as it had been to watch your young bloods come into their own, my research will not advance itself. As ever, should you wish to partake of my knowledge, do not hesitate to come to me. The recent trials have taught me much about myself, about the extent of my debts. Through adversity, none of you abandoned me. I nearly abandoned my dream, but never again. I owe it to those who stood by me. To many I am indebted, and to you most of all. You are my master in all but name, ever leading by example, teaching me strength and grace. I pray that you will help many others, as you have helped me. I shall resume my mission with my disciples at my side. Together we will spread the fist across the land. The journey will be long, but come what may, I will see it through, for I am not alone. Fare you well, my sister, till next we meet. Level 70, the power to protect. Complete. Wheaty's unyielding spirit stokes the fire within. This concludes the monk quest of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers must be registered to your service account. You must have completed the main scenario quest Shadowbringers. You must have completed the role quest Courage Born of Fear. If you have done so, the next monk quest will be available from Eric.